Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, this is Those Guys with your host Matt Marrero along with your other host
Tristan Walter.
So I don't know if it actually got caught, if it's going to be in the audio, in the not live version. But so Tristan was saying no, as the Blog Talk Radio robot was counting down. Now, not only did you say no, but it paused. And I sat back and thought, yeah, it just stopped. It was just like, I am a droid. This is offensive to me. How dare you?
No, but I mean, I always stop before it hits one.
You don't do it a lot. You haven't done it in a while. Anyway, okay, so no, but let's talk about this, right? So we're talking about
droids.
Star Wars droids. Yeah, speaking of droids, Star Wars droids.
Oh, you took the words out of my mouth, Matt.
Yeah. What's interesting is, so if anyone hasn't heard of this show, you were in our boat just, maybe 2 months ago?
Yeah, let me paint a picture for the audience. So I start talking to Matt, it's like, we've done the movies, and Matt's like, what else from Star Wars can we do? That seems to be doing pretty well. And I'm like, oh, dude, we should do, Clone Wars and, Rebels. And he's like, how about Star Wars Droids? And I go, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, it's an animated series from the 80s. Here, watch all 13 episodes and get back to me.
Two things that are interesting. One thing, two things. One, we are getting the Clone Wars. Like, it's not as if I'm trying to, hurt Tristan and not go to Clone Wars. We're going to do Clone Wars. Don't worry, everyone. But I just want to do them in somewhat of an order because technically this takes place between Episode 3 and Episode 4.
By technicality, yes. Yes, it does.
No, here's what's interesting. The guy who worked on this show, one of the big guys that worked on this show, worked on the prequels. So there's some little tiny tie-ins here and there that we may not have noticed, that we may need to go back and check now.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Because I forgot. What matters is, until I looked it up again. No, because we were a little bit delayed on this.
Matt, I think you should have your memory core, examined. I don't think you're fully functional.
If I had to remember every single face in the universe, I would short circuit.
So here's an important question: which one of us is R2 and which is 3PO?
I feel like just because I'm shorter, I'm R2. Also because I can burst up a storm. Also, it feels like you're very much the calmer one. I know it seems like you're not, but I feel like you're the one that would just be like, Matt, we must be very, and I'm like, bleep, bloop, bloop, fucking shit. R2, what's your language? Bleep, bloop, motherfucker, oh, God, shit, fuck. But, but seriously, and number two, so I think number one important thing was we are going to get to, Clone Wars. And two, it's just, the show exists. Oh, no, the fact that you are a super fucking huge Star Wars nerd, and I mean huge, to the point where, you've, in my opinion anyway, huge means you've read expanded, novels in the expanded universe. You've watched the movies hundreds of times. I mean, countless times, from when you were a wee little one to just whenever it airs on certain networks during the holidays, right? You are always watching this, yet somehow droids slipped under your radar. Maybe you're a faulty droid.
Oh, God, what is my life?
Not
I should
much.
be scrapped.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but seriously. So, it went under your radar, and I had to bring this up to you. And I know this was before both of our times. This was released in 1985. But still, it is so interesting that there are some Star Wars animated shows that have gone under your radar. But funny enough, I think, that your parents, the ones showing you all these Star Wars, movies and stuff, just sat back and went, he doesn't need to fucking see this.
I doubt they even knew about it.
I have a feeling that they did, and it's just like in a treasure chest somewhere. Just don't open that. What is it? Don't fucking open that.
Don't.
Immediately, Ewoks come out, fucking, just people with fucking just, no, my name is, like that motherfucker, just everyone just coming out, just fucking, what was it, not Kylo Ren, it was Bilo Ren, Or was Kybo
Ren?
Kybo Ren.
Space pirate extraordinaire.
That is literally Kylo Ren's dad. That's Kylo Ren's dad. That's his real dad.
Not Han Solo, it's this guy.
No, which is really going to suck. It's really going to suck. Yeah, it's really going to suck when it's just... Anyway, when we watch episode 8, and it was actually Kybo Ren. But that isn't that weird though. All jokes aside, like that's just a really like you have to, you know, people say a lot of bad things about Abrams, but he has to be a fan of Star Wars to that point where he fucking watched this show and he thought that's a nice little nod.
I mean, I'm not ruling out the possibility, but at the same time,
okay, the name Kylo Ren. Kybo Ren. I'm sorry, dude. There is no I'm not a good math guy. What are the fucking odds?
What are the odds?
Kybo
Matt,
Ren.
I am a Corellian droid. I do not believe in odds.
Okay, if I knew what that meant, I'd be more like you, a Star Wars nerd. Okay. So no, but all jokes aside, because of course I love the series as well. I watched this and I thought we were going to go into a very shitty series, right? Now, mind you, I will admit, if you saw this as a kid and you were like, this is the best thing ever, don't go back. Right? You will be sorely disappointed.
Well, because it was hysterical. Yeah, the first time, I opened the video and I just see the opening and I immediately text you and go, what the hell did you send me?
What was it? What's the opening song? Trouble Again, which, by the way, I believe had to be removed for copyright reasons.
Oh, jeez.
Another funny thing. Yeah. This show has not this show's only been on DVD twice in 2004, and it wasn't the full series. It was just two compilation, basically some episodes edited together.
You're kidding me.
No, yeah. This is essentially another Christmas special situation. This show is not touched. Why do you think the episodes were in such poor quality, Tristan?
Well, yeah, I
don't just send you VHS rips for fun.
I don't know what that thing is that you compared this to, but it can't be as bad as insert thing you said there.
Right. No, but seriously, I'm not saying it was as bad as it. I'm just saying that it shares the same fate in terms of home video release. Now, it was a bit better because it clearly got, I know it got a VHS release in the UK, I believe in the US as well, and that's why we have the episodes that you saw. But in terms of DVD, there was only, I think, 2 DVD releases in 2004 with the music removed. Right? And, the opening song removed and replaced with something a bit more instrumentally, a bit more royalty-free. And that was that. This show is pretty dead. I don't know if, with Disney behind it, if they're just going to randomly, because we hear rumors of them throwing out the original, quote-unquote, before any Lucas remasters of the Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. We hear rumors. They're only rumors. You always wonder if they're going to throw out
every time I heard that one.
You'd have as much money as Lucas. You'd buy Disney. You'd have more money than Lucas. You'd fucking be able to buy Disney. But no. But the point is that I wonder if they're going to throw some droids just under the radar. Just by the way, droids coming out 2016, 2017.
Oh God.
I'd laugh so hard because I'd have to sit there and go, "We did it. It's because of our podcast.
We brought it back."
Yeah, a show that came out in the 80s, right, 1985, and was canceled in 1986.
Oh.
Well, it was only 13 episodes long, and I doubt that's their artistic vision.
Yeah.
Certain shows, I'll go, there was a really good show, Wayward Pines, right? That it is coming back for a second season because that's how they set it up. But before it was being promoted as an event, and not as if it was going to have a multi-season, right? So when they were setting it up as an quote-unquote event, I could see how in 10 episodes you can tell your whole story, and that's it, and I'm fine with that, right? Not everything has to be, 10-plus seasons.
Yeah,
But the thing is that, I look at these 13 episodes, and you saw the way it ended. It did not end in a way that made you think, yes. They sat there and thought, and we told our story.
Yeah.
No.
No. Not even that.
No. They told a story, right? They told a story. I'm not saying that it ended. It didn't end on like a big cliffhanger that was just like, is C-3PO and R2-D2 going to die? Find out next time, and then it got canceled. Like, that didn't happen, right? But at the same time, because every episode is meant to leave you, even though they had arcs, every episode is meant to leave you with this happy-go-lucky feeling, which got really awkward at some points, where it's just like, hey, you're my slaves and I own you. Ow, that kick hurt my foot. Ha 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 ha. Laugh with me. I fucking own you. Laugh with me.
Right, the prospector guy.
The farmer. It was the farmer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Prospector was I thought Prospector was someone else. Because it was a farmer.
No, the Prospector was the one kicking them
and
going on the... Yeah, and he kept hurting his foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
And his son is a droid sympathizer. Go figure. Oh, no. Sorry, his nephew.
His nephew. No, the series was very weird with that because, like...
Oh, yeah.
I understand the idea of, like, it got weird at some points in the movies, but I think the series just exacerbated the whole thing of just like, this is pretty strange that we have to wait in a different line. Wait a minute, it fucking is strange.
Well,
are we just
basically the idea
it?
like iRobot? It's like, haha, robot rights?
I know, but you know what it mirrors. You know what it comes.
Like,
yeah,
I know.
Comes to
I
mind.
know what you're trying to say,
and that's what I'm saying. So it's just really weird.
It
where
gets
it's
a little
just
weird.
No, like I'm sitting there and I'm just like, look, the fucking second they go, hey, sit on the back of the cruiser, droid, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? All right, what the fuck? All right, are we fucking? What the fuck are we doing right now? What the fuck's going on? It's fucking horrible. No, because it's fucking. The thing is, and you're laughing because of the fact that, like, you're laughing only because you sit there and go, holy shit, they'll do that, and they won't even think anything's wrong with it.
Yeah, because it didn't go. I'm only laughing because it didn't go there.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, no, I understand though. Like, it's frustrating because, like, they're weird, man. Like, I don't know why they thought, like, because it's like I'm cool with, in a weird way, I'd rather them whitewash the issue rather than bring up the issue every once in a while and then just not touch upon it, but still make it seem a little bit awkward. Like, isn't it strange that we're people's property? Oh, well, hello, master. We have to look for new people to own us. It's like, oh, good God.
I mean, to be fair, that's what 3PO is programmed for. So, I mean,
I know.
Because he's a droid, that's what, that's...
It's fine until he questions it. The problem is when he questions it at certain points, and I'm like, guys, we're literally, what are we doing?
Droid uprising.
Yeah, right?
Could you imagine?
I'm telling you. No.
Season 3 Star Wars Droids, the uprising.
No. In the special, I swear to God, that was Planet of the R2 units. In the special, if anyone doesn't know, listening to us, they had a... You saw that one scene where they're fucking all just in a mass group just attacking one of the other I'm like, this is fucking,
Can you please make that into a shirt, please?
Legally, I can't. Legally, we cannot. I can Photoshop it and have some funny pictures, but legally, I'm pretty sure. God. I don't know if the word droids, right?
Okay.
So droids,
I'll
I think.
settle for the Photoshop picture. Okay.
I'll look it up. I'll look up droids, see if that's, because I know that it's interesting. Certain people, like, Tolkien, and and Lucas have tried to copyright, trademark certain words that shouldn't be in certain people's opinions, and possibly mine, depending on the word. But I know that droid, I believe, I don't know if it's actually a public word or if Lucas has coined it officially. Like, nope, my word.
No, I get you. I was mainly kidding.
No, because I'll make Planet of the Droids as a shirt if I legally can. But, and on our merchandise later, mention it later, being cafepress.com/TGOTR merchandise. But what I
Don't worry, he'll
tell
say it again if that was too fast.
Of course. CafePress.com/TGOTR merchandise.
God
But
damn,
what matters
it's not
is...
now.
Okay. So I shouldn't talk about CafePress.com/TGOTR merchandise. Got it, boss.
Okay.
But what matters is that, so we cannot do Planet of the R2 units. R2, definitely. I'm going to safely assume. Yeah. No, it's the button on a PlayStation 2 controller. Sony, you rang. Fuck. I'll look into it. My friend. But at the very least, we can't lose. Because I know in your head you're like, we have to have R2 units on the shirt. No. I'm sorry, Tristan. We can't do that. I'm so sorry. But what matters
My dreams,
is this, right?
They die.
There was a special as well, right, that aired after the series, but clearly aired out of order because it was meant to be a prequel. Now, mind you, it was a full-on special with better production values. Mind you, though, the original was so shitty budget-wise that their better production values made it look normal. Like, I don't know if you noticed that for the special, where, like, they had a higher budget in terms of the way the camera shot was, and there were certain things that were, quote-unquote, better, but it didn't it didn't turn into fucking Akira, you know? Like, you didn't sit there and go, wow, for its time, this was par, average, less than.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
but anyway.
I find it hysterical that there's, like, a few cameos of A-Wings and B-Wings in the series as ships, but never do you see an I think maybe once in a background shot I saw an X-Wing, and it was only for, like, a few seconds. And, like, they even have, they have Imperials at one point, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is picking up. They're getting proper Imperials now.
Yes.
Even the Star Destroyer does not look like a Star Destroyer. So it's like, how much like rights did you get to, make cameos, guys? I'm guessing none at all.
No, dude. I mean, this was made by Lucas. Like,
yeah, I know. It's got LucasArts on it, Lucasfilm.
Yeah. And hell, it was on ABC, funny enough. I think if anyone's just going, where was this? It was on ABC, right? Obviously, Lucas made it. I mean, duh. So it wasn't like a weird holiday special thing where they sort of, it was half Lucas, half, I believe it was ABC or CBS. So it wasn't a situation like that. No, I'm assuming Lucas actually did it. But, I mean, his name is first. It's created by George Lucas. But, but yeah, so anyway, it was an interesting show, I think. The special was fun. Again, I like the special in a way because I think it got everything back on track. Because, we looked at the first arc, right? The first arc, which was 4 episodes long. And I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I really enjoyed this arc, and I think you did too. Because it won you over. Because you walked in and you were like, this is going to be shit. Just like myself. Right? It's going to be shit, going to be shit, going to be shit. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. And for me, I think it was the music.
Yeah,
right?
The music was pretty interesting. It was very timely, but it was interesting.
And that's what I like about it. It felt like it would end up being used in Ninja Turtles. Like the 80s Ninja Turtles. But that's why I like it a lot, because I loved the Ninja Turtles as a kid. So I'm watching this, and also, maybe it's because I just saw the prequel trilogy, but I was not expecting a fun 80s cartoon that just so happened to have 2 characters from Star Wars. Because that's what it really was for the first 4 episodes. It was just, hey, here's a really fun 80s cartoon, and oh shit, C-3PO and R2-D2 are involved. Isn't that nuts? They just they just kind of popped in there out of nowhere. But,
Yes, but you could especially tell if the music didn't give it away, the costume and hair designs should have definitely given it away.
Fucking loved the hair designs. Everyone was post-apocalyptic. It was great.
Yeah.
Everyone, in every single way. One thing that I also enjoyed was, I don't know, maybe, look, even if it was, not, even if you're going to say it was shitty, I still think that it was nice to have an expansion of this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be considered the most Star Wars-y of series, although certain points were definitely like, wait, no, we're watching Star Wars.
When the main character pulls out, or for this arc, he pulls out a freaking lightsaber, it's like, where the hell did you get that?
Well, creative didn't know exactly what to do with me, so I got a lightsaber.
because I have a lightsaber. I'm like, okay, no, but okay.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I don't know. I like that because we talk about the movies all the time and how we enjoy the movies. Of course, 4, 5, and 6 more than 1, 2, and 3. But the point being that no matter what, while 1, 2, and 3 try their hardest to expand and do universe building, they didn't really do it as well as other animated series have done and other novels have done. So it was really nice to watch this. And even though, again, it was not the best, in no way am I going to give this 10 out of 10. I think 5 might even be like...
Yeah, I'd give it like a 4 to a 6, somewhere in there.
Yeah, like in that, yeah. But I still like that they expanded on this universe.
They tried.
And we got crime bosses. We got crime bosses, which I think that's a huge thing because we know Jabba's out there, and according to you, we talked about this on another Star Wars podcast that we did, there are, mobs, like the families, syndicates, they exist. We just get them more in other expanded, universe novels. So I think it's nice to see that here, especially so early in the series, because this is the 80s. So, in a way, there was only the first 3 movies, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
They had some specials here and there, and had some specials on the way as well. But they, none of them were talking about mob families. Like, if there were any specials, which I don't think there were any yet other than the holiday one, we end up having, we end up having Ewok shit, which I haven't seen it yet. So, again, this fucking thing could be goddamn fucking Emmy award winning. But as far as I know, it's Ewok shit right now. I say Emmy because it's daytime Emmy and stuff like that because it's, these are TV movies. The ones that we will be discussing after Ewoks, they're TV movies, or before Ewoks, depending. I still have to do some research on that. But anyway, yes. So they're not theatrical films. They're TV films about Ewoks and shit. So, which I believe was the title, Ewoks and shit. Anyway, so yeah, I was very interested. You were too, by the way. We both commented on this. Very strange to us that the plot was actually ongoing. Because, I don't know if you read up on it before, but when I did, it said, hey, they're traveling around and they're finding different people and they're just like, hey, you're my master, or hey, you own me, whatever. And I thought that was going to be episode to episode because I'm like, okay, 13 episodes, 13 plots. No, they actually wrote 4 episodes here, 4 episodes there to focus around the same amount of people, having some character development, doing things that in some ways made sense, right? They had goals, just along the way, certain things got a little bit too batshit for my liking. I think mostly in the second arc.
That whole giant death satellite?
Yeah. What's weird is also another thing too. They had everything be like, oh, here's an arc here, here's an arc here, here's an arc here. So they had 3 arcs, right? But each and every episode felt like it had a satisfying end, quote unquote satisfying. But my point is that it had an end, like each episode was just like, we took down Darth Vader. It felt. Because of, but then the next episode was like, oh, no, we're still traveling and we still have to fight this mob guy. And it's like, feels like you just destroyed him, though. Did you not? Did you, which that was a weird thing, I think, because, of course, they want everything to be wrapped up for the kids watching, but they're not standalone episodes.
No.
So it was a very weird setup, I think, where they had to juggle a lot. They had to juggle, we have to make it closed for the episode, but at the same time, we want to make arcs.
Yeah. I mean, so honestly, that first arc with the crime family, which the whole family aspect of it got me a little, that weirded me out the most, because it was like, oh, you're my son, I give you one chance to do stuff, and, you fuck everything up, and then, the right-hand man is like, ha ha ha, don't fuck it up again, Tiggy. And it's like,
my name's not Tiggy. My name is Dickface. Call me by my name. How horrible would that be? Like in their language, like that just means like the highest of honors.
Yeah.
My name is Dickface. How dare you call me Tiggy?
It was just like, oh, you failed him. It's like, now he's gonna. Well, I mean, there's only one thing a crime family does when you fail, right? You end up floating down, a spaceport somewhere. No, I just, I get angry and call you Tiggy, and then you get a second chance because I'm your dad.
Because it's a kid's show.
I know.
Nothing wrong with the kids show,
like,
by the way, but no, but they had to censor some things here and there. I mean, you have that virus. Yeah. You have the gas itself freaked me out because I was like, oh shit, we're getting serious. But the ramifications of the gas makes you disappear, and I was like, that makes sense, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that one, yeah.
No, but I mean, I think that's the point of it, where it's just like, you know, we're a real big crime family here. So if you mess up again, we'll give you another chance to mess up. Haha, hey kid. You like that, kid?
Right. Yeah.
I actually do like that. Thank you. Yeah, you do. Wait. Shit. Are we doing this right? But by the way, so the Mafia family in episode 3, actually, they finally start to get along, and then it's ruined. So the good guys are jerks.
Well, I mean, no thanks to our friendly neighborhood bounty hunter either.
Which in episode 4 appears. But Boba Fett, and he does what seems to be nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we get something interesting. We get animated pod racing, which is interesting because we didn't get pod racing unless, correct me if I'm wrong, until the prequels.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, that's
in other
the
words,
first I had
4,
heard
5,
of it,
and 6. We look at 4, 5, and 6, and we got some cool shit. We didn't get let's go racing in our pods.
No.
So we end up seeing pod racing in episode 4 of episode 4 of Star Wars Droids, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, guess what fucking appears in episode 1?
Okay, I mean, I felt it was more. Yeah, I felt it was more like, 80s, cars, really cool. Like the White Witch, which was their racer, reminded me of the Mach 5, if anything else.
The fact that they said, those damn racers, I was like, just fucking call them Speed. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I was so pissed. I was like, don't lie to me like this. Just don't sit there and just be like, those damned racers. Either go with those damn speed racers or those damn meddling kids. Don't just kind of sit in the middle.
I mean, the fact that Boba Fett had his own and entered the race to kill the main character, not, just throw the thermal detonator at him before the race like he would have
done. Boba X! Wait, what? I mean, sorry,
what?
Boba Fett. Whoops, I'm sorry, I meant Boba Fett. I didn't mean... Whoa! Oh God, it's like R2D2 and C3PO and in the fucking just like the monkey and the fucking girl.
Oh jeez, and there's a crash, and the main character finds out Boba Fett's my brother.
Fucking spoiler! God damn
I'm sorry.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say next? Darth Vader ends up being Luke Skywalker's dad? Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. I wanted to somehow tie that into a spoiler for episode 7, but I still feel bad because I don't want, if anyone really still hasn't seen it, I feel really bad. It's up until, in my opinion, I know it sounds crazy for some, it's up until either we talk about it in a podcast or it comes
DVD
out on
release? DVD.
Yeah. Yeah. Once it comes on DVD, I'm like, sorry, everybody. It's out there.
It's been out long enough.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, in today's, even though the movie is doing so well that it will probably take a while to come out, in today's world, fucking movies come out on DVD and Blu-ray a month, 2 months after they're out, which is nuts. Anyway, so I know the whole Cars thing. I'm just saying the idea that it transferred over because, again, some of the same staff that worked on Star Wars Droids worked on the prequels. So in a way, it's interesting how it's just so pod racing transferred over.
I mean, maybe. Okay.
What do you mean maybe? The same guy worked on both.
I know. I just feel it's racing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's really just the vehicles that are different.
They called it pod racing, didn't they? I'm 95% sure they called it pod racing.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember hearing the phrase pod racing. But
okay.
Maybe
you know what?
I'm wrong.
Fuck
but
you. In episode 7, Jessica threw BB-8. All right.
What?
Do you remember that random sphere that she threw? I was like, don't throw BB-8. And then I saw the actual special, and I was like, dear God, that's BB-8. No, that has to be some kind of fucking, like, early rejected design for a fucking droid. That looks like BB-8. I'm not even kidding. That looks like 80s BB-8. You can laugh all you want to. I'm not even fucking kidding, and it's a little scary. Look at that thing next to BB-8, and it looks like a primitive BB-8.
Oh, God. I feel like you need to put pictures of that up for everybody to see.
That I will do. I'll just be like, Matt isn't wrong unless he is, but in this case, he's not. The movie.
Gotcha.
Speaking of Jessica, very happy we got an African-American character in, well, Jess, you know.
Yeah.
I really thought we didn't have anyone who was 100% good and African-American until Mace Windu. So, hey, you know, it's really nice to see that. Like, hey, good representation. Nothing wrong with Lando. Again, you know, traitor face came to the, you know, to the side of good. But still, it was a bit problematic for a bit, you know.
And hey,
that he kind
what
of
about
wasn't
Finn?
good.
Although you haven't seen it, so.
No, but but that's episode 7. So
yeah.
I meant like early on, man.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
How much Doctor Who have you been watching that your fucking sense of time and space is that fucked? Like, what do you... I'm literally sitting here, I'm like, until Mace Windu, which was in like 2000, yeah, like 2000, 2001, and you're just like, yeah, man, Finn, though. 2015 Finn.
But
like,
Matt,
yeah,
it's
man.
all in a galaxy far, far away, a long time ago.
Time is irrelevant.
Yeah. How do you know what the order is?
You want to talk about order? The prince, with all of his garb on, looked like a sea monkey. Your move. With all the garb on and everything, he looked like a sea monkey. I'm sorry. Also, by the way, the plot where the Lost Prince is actually that guy that we just found that doesn't have any memory, so completely unforeseeable.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that one coming except everyone.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
Are you going to try and fight it? Are you really?
No, I was just going to say it felt like it came out of nowhere, but until, you know, you see the other guy dealing with the guy and saying, oh, you know, I need you to find this guy. It's like, I wonder if it's the guy that they just saved. Probably. Because
they both have the same exact character model.
Yeah, that too.
By the way, so
but I think it was the whole thing that he was like royalty. I was just like, okay. Sure.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, the idea that he was royalty is awkward. But, although it is an older story, the idea of, like, you know, rags to riches, the amnesia thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's an old thing. But, no, I understand. Him becoming royalty out of nowhere is literally out of nowhere. But,
and not to mention, you know, the staff of Sunlight and Power. What is he, Birdman?
Fuck yes, he's Birdman. How dare you?
The power of the sun.
By the way,
what?
those chicken people in episode, what episode was it?
Sorry.
Which one will haunt my dreams for a while? Episode...
Chicken people.
You remember that one, man?
Actually, I'm drawing
was
a blank. Chicken people? Oh, you mean the one where... where 3PO and R2 have to go after the kid and save his pet, and it's, even in a galaxy far, far away, there's an illegal pet trade? That made me sad.
Yes. Yeah. I'll give my, you know, my I hate this kid rant later.
That too.
But right now, I want to mention...
But Matt, he comes around.
Punch him in the face every time he comes around. Keep on coming around, kid. You're going to get punched in the face. No, so I want to mention episode 6, you know, because we brought up, you know, Jess and some of her, you know, the idea that she's actually a good role model and an amazing character. It's not even just, you know, African American. It's the idea of a female, you know, a woman character that is able to kick butt. You know, it's something that, because I mean, we had it in the first arc as well, But again, but it's still nice to have it transition and keep it going. Where it's just,
I mean, it's funny. The first female character, they had this whole thing where it was revealed, her and her mom, they're part of the rebellion. And I'm like, this is going to go places. And then it reverts back to the main male character going, no, stay here. It's too dangerous. I'll go do the dangerous thing. Okay.
Yeah.
She's part of the fucking rebellion, man. What do? You race for a living. Get the fuck out of here.
I love it. Just, no, but I'm Speed Racer. Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn NASCAR motherfucker. And
I mean, I liked his character, but I was just, like, staring at the screen like, really? This is the rationale here? Really?
Yeah, it's a problem. Okay. But I want to talk about the courageousness of R2 and how badass he is. He fought the monster until he was, like, the monster was done, and then he pet it. Like, I'm going to kick your ass, and then I'm going to pet you. That is the most gangster shit I have ever seen in a cartoon. Like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, but I'm going to let you know that everything's okay.
But after everything cool, you cool with me. That's good. It's all good.
Like, dear God, that was some gangster shit. Also, by the way, what I love is, so if you remember episode 8, right, we have the, now we have an argument between the king and someone who actually had the crown while he was away. And it's very interesting because what's interesting about it the most, I think, is that apparently C-3PO and R2-D2 stop a civil war through tomfoolery. Isn't that hilarious? Like, literally, they fumble around, and everyone's just like, ha, wow, that lightened the mood. Oh, man, that was great. Oh, thanks. We were about to kill each other. I mean, I was really going to kill you and your family. Oh, I would not have let it in.
I kept them around.
Oh, I wouldn't have killed you first. I would have killed your family, and they would have watched. Oh, it would have been wonderful, but then thank goodness those droids came along.
Yeah.
It's like, my God.
I mean, I kind of like how, like, I wonder how in league they were at the start, because at the end, I honestly thought he was going to be just, the douchey leader and be like, no, I'm trading you to get my daughter back. It's like, you can't trust him. He's a pirate. It's like, no, I'm doing this to get my family back. It's like, you realize he's going to kill us all once you do this. No, he'll give them back because I won't let him do anything else. Okay. Like, I was really angry for, like, half that episode. And then they turned it around. I'm like, I did not expect him to be that smart. Good job, droids. You win this round. You win this round.
Yeah. But so I enjoyed that. What I didn't enjoy is when Jess was just gone. Oh no, we're not even there yet. Jess was gone. Coolest character on the show is gone, and we're stuck with the guy who used to be the coolest person in the room until Jess came along.
Yeah. I mean, I like them both. Jess and Jan were cool.
I did. Yeah. So we have the kid come in. I just fucking hate this kid. I mean, look, usually they have these kid characters in shows to be an insert, right? So kids can relate. But I feel like even the kids watching were like, fuck this kid. Where'd you hear that word, Timmy? Watch this show for 5 seconds. The dad, fuck this kid.
Fuck this kid. Good job, Timmy. It's like...
You got your fucking priorities in order, Timmy. Yeah. You know what? You can drink a beer today. Fuck it. Fuck this kid.
If you were a kid and you could relate to this kid, I mean, other than being attached to your furry animal pet and being, like, I need to save my best friend.
That makes sense, yeah.
But other than that, you're a little shit.
No, that's the thing. Like, of course I understand, right, the idea of, like, I need to save my pet. Duh. Of course. But, I mean, just, dear God, this fucking...
It's like, I don't know, it's the idea of, like, disrespecting your babysitter, the babysitter's lame, doesn't let me have any fun. It's like, if that was your dad, he would have, like, set you straight, kid.
You know what it is? Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm cool with that. I just think that it doesn't relate when it comes to, the whole Star Wars, Rebellion, Galactic Empire, everything's in ruin. Like, it doesn't translate there, and he just, like, it looks like he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And And I understand kids aren't going to be perfect, and I'm not saying that everyone needs to be, happy and go lucky. I mean, look, come on, duh. Like, not everyone is like, I get it, but it's just, I don't know, like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you could argue it either way. Him being the son of royalty, it's like you're either like, your dad's a king, buck up, kid, or your dad's a king, yeah, you're going to be a spoiled brat.
Yeah. I get that.
But, he does good in the end.
Of course.
He goes around the galaxy and saves endangered species. It was like, I am okay with this.
Which
but
is
you better
true.
not fuck this up, kid.
Yeah.
My entire opinion of you is changing now. You better not fuck this up.
And then he fucks it up. No.
I just love it. Like Jan was like, "Oh, I'm sure your dad will be very proud of your decision." I'm just like imagining him going home and his dad's like, "You were supposed to go to the academy. What the hell? What
Basically.
is this?"
Oh my God. Okay, so I want to jump to the special because we're actually at this part already. We're at the end arc already. It's not even been 15 minutes. But I mean, unless there's anything you want to say about the first 8 episodes that really stuck out in your mind.
Well, I guess one thing about the show was, I guess it was more towards the beginning, but it felt like these are all sound effects from the movies. We're not even going to try and hide that. This is all sound effects we've copy pasted.
Yeah.
Even R2, it's just like it's his usual beeps and whistles from the movies.
Right, of course.
I'm like,
used
okay.
way too much. I loved it, but used way too much.
Yeah.
But go on.
And I guess just like the stupid little things here and there that they did. I don't know, like R2 being, well, no. I mean, I guess technically he swam underwater in Dagobah. I forgot about that. But like there was an episode R2 jumps into the ocean to like save 3PO or the Master or whatever at the time, and it was just like, you run on electricity. How does this end well for you? But yeah. And the space pirate? Oh yeah, Kybo Ren. Now,
yes, of course.
Okay, maybe this was just me, but did it feel like he was supposed to be like the stereotypical like Genghis Khan ripoff kind of thing, with the helmet and the mustache?
That's why, I think that's why the name Ren is there, and I do think it was, and it does come off as a little bit insensitive, but again, this was a different time. Because, definitely, what I do like, though, is they didn't give him this voice that was trying to say that he's just this very, like, oh, he's meant to be overly, quote-unquote, Asian, so he's going to have this funny voice, and not funny voice, but, like, because I hate to say, I'm not going to say funny voice, but, like, I say funny voice in the sense that, like, okay, it wouldn't even be someone who is Asian playing him. It would be a white guy trying to, quote-unquote, sound Asian and putting on a funny accent, quote-unquote, to try and be Asian, and it would be very horrible. So I'm happy they didn't do that.
They just made him, "Yar, I'm a space pirate," which, the 80s. Okay.
He didn't have it all the time, though, which was funny. So literally he sat there and he's just like, "Hey, I'm a space pirate." Oh, shit, wait a minute. No, Tom. You've made this persona. You need to stick with it, Tom. You never stuck with anything you've ever done in your life. You need to be
you need to do it now.
Space pirate. Someone goes,
nobody outsmarts Kybo
what about
Ren.
And someone goes, but what about the whole Asian aspect? What Asian aspect? He just doesn't see any of it.
Yeah.
No, pirates have this mustache, and pirates have names like, I'm going to read his whole name, by the way. Because his name it's not just what I said. It's actually, because they said a shortened version in the show. It's actually Kybo Ren Cha. Kybo Ren Cha. Yeah. The point is that he is a very interesting fellow.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to mention something about Kybo Ren. Voice actor for Kybo Ren was the same voice actor for Boba Fett, who played him in that little tiny holiday special clip where they had the so he played him there and he reprised the role for Droids.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
also,
and the other thing about that episode...
Ewoks. He was in Ewoks as well, but not as Boba Fett. You're sitting there, you're like, please kill them all, please kill them all, please kill them all.
I was going to say, wait a minute, what?
Where's this going, Matt? Matt, it's going to get a lot better than I thought, too.
It's like, is that where that Robot Chicken last Boba Fett parody episode came from? Cause
oh, God.
Back from the dead. I'm like, oh, God, what did they do that before?
Oh, my God, no. But anyway, so yes, but please continue about whatever it is you were continuing about.
The only
Kaibo.
other thing, we actually had another bounty hunter make an appearance, but before I mention that, with Boba Fett, I love the fact that he sends in his own protocol droid first to try and do the job instead of, doing it himself, which he could have easily done and killed them all without them ever knowing.
I think they didn't want to... Okay, they knew... No. They knew that he couldn't kill them all.
Yeah.
Like, in the sense that, like, the networks would be like, no, please don't.
Yeah,
and also, I'm sure Lucas did not want to kill them all. So, he sat back and thought, his hubris, he'll send in a protocol droid, and then that droid will fuck up, and then he's Racer X for some reason. And then that happens.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Not really.
And yet,
makes sense.
Any droids that are quote unquote killed or I guess destroyed is totally okay on screen, but no people are ever killed. I don't think even the stormtroopers. Yeah,
no one's killed because they can't be.
And another thing with like stormtroopers and everything, they always have spears. Granted, they have laser spears, but no one ever has a blaster, as in no two guns. And if they did, it was very odd and very blocky. And I know, no guns, but like...
That's what
really?
I was going to say to you.
Oh,
no guns. I think things have gotten better where you can, in the Gravity Falls finale, and this is not a spoiler at all, you see something that's literally a black gun, but a little attachment has to be added to it because obviously,
Right.
And again, you can feel whatever way you want to feel about it, but that's just how that's how it is.
I understand.
Not you, I mean anyone in general,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I just found it funny, like even, the main Imperials, it's like, no, we're going to give them laser spears. It's like, okay.
Yes, of
like
course.
I know why you did this, but really?
Erwin gets a laser spur. Erwin.
Yeah. It was just like, I guess you could argue some of the stormtroopers in the first movie, A New Hope, when they were scouring Tatooine, had spears of some kind. But, yeah, I was thinking more of them as like a stun baton, but like a stun staff, kind of thing like that. But, whatever. The only other thing I wanted to say was IG-88, who is another bounty hunter, which you see in Empire Strikes Back. He was the robotic one. He actually got to have a little screen time too, so I was actually kind of getting excited. I'm like, oh, we're gonna see like all the bounty hunters that we didn't see, like all the ones that were on the Star Destroyer and Empire Strikes Back, and I'm like, no, just two of them, but all right, I'll settle for that.
Yeah,
I just thought it was an interesting nod. Do all that much, but I thought it was still a cool idea.
I get that. I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm just thinking about the show right now. I'm just like, so what's going on? Like,
so this is what I've done.
Not us. More so just the what's it called? The actual like droids. I'm just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on? No, but seriously.
The lasting impression that I've gotten is just it was the first impression I got from the opening, and it still stays with me like now. It's like, wow, C-3PO and R2-D2 having adventures across the galaxy. What are those two crazy droids going to get into next?
That's the way it sounded, and it was a lot different. That's why I sat back and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
No, I sat back and I was like, this is interesting. Like, this is not the way, not that I'm saying, again, it was not award-winning, but it was definitely different than I thought. But anyway, so we're at the Great Heap.
They gave it a go.
Right. No, they did. So we're at the Great Heap, right? The Great Heap again being the special. I personally would like to call it episode 9.5 because, as I mentioned earlier, at least I hope I did, while the special aired June 7th, 1986, long after, long. November 30th was in 1985 was when the last episode aired. So while the special definitely, aired later, it is technically a prequel to Tale of the Rune Comets, which I actually did watch it before episode 10. Usually I don't watch prequels before stuff because, I don't feel like you have to watch, because usually when you watch something, right, like, okay, it's like saying you have to watch 1, 2, and 3 before 4, 5, and 6. I disagree with that completely, at least on your first viewing, because, like, guys, you're not supposed to sit there and go, oh, he becomes Darth Vader?
Yeah.
That's not how any of this works.
Right.
It was released in the order it was released in for a reason. So sit there and go, this is how he becomes Darth Vader. Okay, not, wait, so that's the guy that becomes that guy, Darth Vader guy? And then when you watch, and then when you see that he's the father of these two kids, you're like, wait a minute, I'm watching episode 4 now, and there's 2 kids in that. Is like, are those his kids?
Leia?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because they called them by name in episode 3, right? They said Luke, Leia.
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah. That's even fucking worse. It's just like, yeah, I knew they were kids. That wasn't a spoiler or anything. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, it was, what order did you fucking watch them in?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not that kind of person. I know some people are, and I'm not going to say that they're wrong. I disagree with it completely with my heart and soul. So, in this one case, though, I feel like if you jump into Tale of the Rune Comets, which is episode 10, you're completely lost.
It's funny, because I watched the special last, actually.
Yes.
I watched the episodes, and it did seem kind of like, oh, who's this new guy? Like they found a new master off screen, and they just didn't tell you. It's like, yeah, we're pretty close. It's like, oh, okay, because all the others were like, yeah, you get to meet them first, and like they shake hands and say, why don't you come with us? Blah blah blah. It's like, oh, okay. We're pals now. And this one was just like, all right, follow me into this bar. We're going to do a deal. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and mind you,
this
there
got real.
was, basically, just you want some drugs, kid. But, no, because I will admit, like, look, there was a time skip, some kind of gap between episode 12 and 13. And I was thrown off by it. I was like, wait, where are we now? But at least it was with the same guy. Right?
Yeah.
But jumping from, we have to meet someone new, then you watch episode 10, and it's like, here he is. We've already met him, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the special was written to be somewhere in the middle somehow, because, 10 was just way too out there.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so looking at the DVD release, the DVDs they edited together episodes as 2 full-length movies, right?
Oh,
and,
God.
yes, that's what, because I told you, because they edited them as arcs, and when, the arcs is movies, and it was episodes 5 to 8 in one arc, and then 10 to 13 in another.
Oh.
Yeah. So, so 5 to 8 were edited together to make The Pirates and the Prince, which was released also on VHS, along with, and of course some soundtrack stuff being changed. And then episodes 10 to 13 were edited to make Treasure of the Hidden Planet.
Right.
Which they added in some, other little stuff here and there as well. I don't need to really mention. But, so, like I told you earlier, the whole series has just not been released on home video together, all together.
Yeah.
And it's nuts. There are some, like I told you, in the UK, I think, they did release some episodes that had very minor edits, so we may have seen those. But the point is that other than those VHS tapes, this doesn't exist. So
it's up to us, Matt.
It is, right? We have to bring it back. Not illegally. We just have to petition. We have to talk to Disney. Just be like, hey, Disney, can you bring back Star Wars Droids? And they're going to be like, no. And we're going to say thank you. Because we're master negotiators.
Yeah, I mean, I'm programmed for over 6 million forms of communication. Come on, Matt. I know my stuff.
There was also a comic book release for this. Marvel actually released a comic book. Marvel, well, because Marvel and, just I would say Disney as well as Lucas Arts, they've had a long-running history, like a long-running relationship. I mean, I've mentioned to you some different adaptations of like Episode 5 and stuff like that. So they've had a long history together.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that I'm questioning. Is the comic actually this, or is it just comics about C-3PO and R2-D2?
Let me see.
Because if they made a comic out of this, I will laugh my ass off.
Well, I mean, okay. I'm looking. It ran for 8 issues because, again, it's only 13 episodes, so it didn't have a long time to, Let's see. Significant issues include issue number 4, which crossed over with the Ewoks comic series, which was interesting. And 6 to 8 were, the story was titled Star Wars According to the Droids, which was a retelling of the original film with new scenes from the perspective of the droids.
Okay, now that's cool.
What I was going to say was, it's mostly, I was assuming it was like many other shows, either one of two things were going to happen, where some shows, some comic book shows that end up getting adapted, their shows end up getting adapted into comic books, which is nuts to me. Either they're just adaptations of certain episodes of the show, which is the saddest to me, or the cool thing, they make new content in their new universe.
Right.
Which I think is the coolest thing. Right?
Yeah.
So you'll have some series. Sadly, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but you'll just have some series. Here's a good one. Batman and the Animated Series. It had its own comic book series that went along with the animated series.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think Batman Brave and the Bold also had its own series, and they're very interesting because, again, they add more to this universe that you're watching on TV and you get to read, while you're watching it. It's really cool. Anyway, also, apparently in 1994, Dark Horse Comics published a new series of Star Wars Droids, which, again, it's set before Episode 4.
Right.
So I assume, again, it was just more, more in this universe, but not necessarily adaptations of the series, Star Wars Droids, episode, just more in the universe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that
and of
makes
course,
sense.
by the way, there's also a computer game. And I'm not saying that we do Let's Plays or anything. Those guys play.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get you. I
got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, me too. And I'm the one proposing the idea.
We're doomed.
We are. Anyway, so, but no, jumping back into some of my notes.
I'm just thinking how many one-liners I can put in.
Okay. Yes, pretty much. When the special began, right? Because I'm about special. Just quickly, it felt like you sat back and you went, everything was peaceful until the Fire Nation attacked. Like, didn't it give off that feel? Everything's fine, and when shit gonna hit the fan? Oh, rather early.
I mean,
yes.
I didn't really. I mean, okay, the giant typhoon. I was like, oh, is this the Empire? And I'm like, it ended up being the Empire, but the whole thing with the heap and draining R2s of their power cells to keep him powered.
That was scary as fuck. Yeah.
It was. That was actually rather disturbing. That giant heap, the robot, he was like, I would have had nightmares of that as a child. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. I still will. What I enjoyed what I enjoy about the designs for a lot of the robots is I feel like, okay, you look at the giant heads, not the heap, just the other giant heads with hands and legs. It felt like they inspired some stuff that we see in Gurren Lagann, or Gurren Lagann. Also, the giant, the heap, in my opinion, inspired, if they weren't out already, which they were, I apologize. It felt like they inspired, he inspired, or it inspired the Sentinels from X-Men. Different color scheme, but very similar, a design.
Yeah. See,
also,
the impression that I got was Transformers. I was going to say like Ultron, or Ultron, or was it like the giant? I don't know, the really giant one that was like planet-sized. It just made me think of him, like the giant face.
Unicron, I believe you're thinking.
Unicron, right? That's what it was.
Yes, no, Ultron, of course, as you know, is from
Marvel.
The Avengers. Yeah.
Right.
But
I know it was
one thing
Tron
I want to mention too is the Sentinel. Okay, when the Sentinel I'm calling it that, the Heap, the Sentinel, sent out its 2 robots, and you saw them combine. Was it just me, or did you fucking see? Because I looked at them both, and I saw, wow, you're just a shitty Mega Man and Zero that are combining into a shittier version of both Mega Man and Zero had they actually combined. Did you see that?
I mean,
because
I haven't played much of Mega Man. Okay.
And just be like,
but
wow, you're essentially Mega Man, and so that was fun to me. Also, I was very happy that at the end of the special, the child, the quote-unquote, child BB-8, whatever, did not stay dead. Because it would have felt as if, like, imagine if Ash stayed dead in the Pokemon movie. Just imagine. Like, it felt like that, where it's like, is it really gonna, oh no, you can bring it back to life. Thank fucking God. God.
We're gonna make the Super Saiyan R2 unit.
Basically,
we're gonna all
right?
join power circuits. Give me your energy. I'm going to revive
I'm not gonna
him.
lie. R2 felt like that at some points. He really felt like he was just able to just go the extra mile and just be
Super
like, yeah,
Saiyan
no, if
God
we need
R2?
R2 in the situation. Yeah, no, if we need R2 in the situation, R2 will kick some ass.
Yeah, I mean, it did look like he wasn't going to make it out of that.
Yeah.
Like, that was
also,
funny.
Yes.
Like,
it was
I'm like,
interesting.
oh, wow, they're really going all out for this. I mean,
they were. That's why I said the
he's
budget
making
was
it out of
higher.
this. I know he is, but holy crap, they went for it.
Yeah, the budget was definitely higher. Okay, so minus the Karibo-esque, I can't think of the other. This is episode 10. I can't think of the other Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh monster. The Karibo-esque things that are attaching themselves to C-3PO. I feel like this episode started a trend where things went back on track in terms of, getting good again. Technically the special started it, but still, you know what I mean? Like this episode 10, we start off with stormtroopers just popping up out of nowhere, right? And then we have the bar scene. It really felt like it was like, hey guys, we know you may have thought of leaving, right? You thought about leaving during that last arc. Don't leave. Here's our next arc.
Yeah, it kind of felt more like Star Wars again. I'm like,
yes.
Making a deal in a cantina, stormtroopers coming in, saying, where's your identification? I think we know where we are again.
Yeah, basically. Also, I mean, again, involving the Empire, looking at episode 11, continuing this, really, I think, was a great way for them to set this up as a season finale arc. However, they really knew how to slow down their momentum just a bit by having some good old-fashioned horse riding.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very happy that they sat there and thought, we need to be good, but not too good.
Oh, right.
What?
That's what annoyed me.
Okay.
I think it
or
was.
Is
this... No, it was the episode before that, in episode 12, when he finds his great uncle.
11 was horses. So,
11?
Oh, yeah.
And
because
he
12
dies of old
droid.
age, and he dies on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, later on, dying on screen is still not okay, even for droids.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting what they...
Okay.
I wonder why they allowed that. I don't know why they allowed that. Technically, I don't know if he... did they say he died? Because, again, he just fell asleep. Oh, that's weird.
No, he definitely died.
No, I know he died. I'm saying if they don't mention that he died.
No, they do. He says says goodbye,
Life
Uncle.
is weird. Well, that's as far as they can go, though. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that
but it was
censors
definitely
are weird.
apparent that he was no longer living.
Again, censors are so weird, man. Because, again, you can imply something. Also, technically, he was a random character, so they may have been able to argue that compared to if one of the mains, or, a really nice character, like someone's mom, something like that. I feel like it's a bit harder to,
Yeah. I thought it was really funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he died, but really funny when they first walked in and saw him, and it's like, it's, a really old hermit waiting somewhere out in the desert, and he's wearing a cloak. Is
Grandfather!
Jedi? Ben?
Oh. Yeah, right?
It's just freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really thought it was going to be a Jedi for a split second, and it's like, no, just a great
Jedi
uncle.
you're looking for. Yeah.
Okay.
One thing that I found funny about it, I think, is just his complete, remember to do this one thing. I will do the opposite. No, for fuck's sakes. Remember,
one thing.
family. I know, treasure. You piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm gonna die here out of spite. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, that was, because I mean, like, it was, like, I understand someone after someone's death being, you know, like, on a warpath or something like that. But my God, did he do a complete 180. It's just like, remember, family, right, after treasure. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. However, episode 12, right? You know, things start getting serious again. I mean, we see the old man, and we also find an amazing. I'm sorry if you didn't like him. This amazing entertainment droid that I fucking love, Tristan. I'm sorry, I love that droid. Because when Jabba the Hutt sits around the planet, he sits around
the planet. Yep. Jabba is fat joke.
Oh, man. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of heavy jokes. Me being, you know, heavy myself, being very heavy when I was younger.
But of all people to make fat jokes about, Jabba deserves it. I mean, he's a crime boss. I think he can take it.
Yeah, right. I loved it so much. It's like, I'm an entertainment droid. This is the perfect time to laugh. Ha 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 ha. I was like, you're either a spy or you're hilarious. I don't know which.
Yeah. Oh, and the fact that they were on a Viking ship sailing across a sea, and it also doubled as a type of prison?
That was essentially a slave rower boat. It was pretty awkward, man. Again, the series gets awkward at certain points. I felt like they sat there with the child psychologist that we always talk about, and she was like, yeah, you're going to need to put an entertainment droid on there so people don't focus on the overt relation to slavery. Yeah.
Not
Viking
to mention
but still,
that,
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was just me, but when Baobab first lands on the planet and you see the father and daughter come and save him, and they're riding on the, odd horse-type creatures. I think there was a Tauntaun joke in there somewhere, too. But
it was very hard to hear the volume. Volume-wise, it was a little bit hard to hear at certain points.
Yeah, maybe it was just me, but did they seem like going for a Native American stereotype? I don't know.
Yes, they may have gone for the whole tribal thing a little bit too much. I didn't even notice that. Thank you for that.
And then whole let's use a disease to wipe them out.
Actually, I didn't see.
I only kind of made that connection just now.
Oh, no. I didn't actually see that. When I saw it, it was a bit different because, although that's a good point, and I thank you for bringing that up. No, I saw it more as, we're bringing war tactics into this. Holy fuck, things are getting serious.
Yeah,
because
I felt that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
and then
what
I laughed
saw more.
Because it was just like, you gassed yourself. Good job. You deserve to die.
Yeah, not going to lie, man. I was expecting that. We need to get a cure. What cure? No, he has a cure. Good. I will get it for myself and not share it with you, even though I wasn't affected. No, I was expecting that. Though, I have to admit, even though he did get him the cure and everything, or they got the cure for him, it was still so funny that at the end of the day, it was just like, no, we're still going to take this anyway. It's like, what? The Empire betrayed someone? Huh.
Who could have seen that coming? Yeah.
Basically. That fucking kid who keeps on coming around, stop punching me! Anyway, you're gonna get to mention some stuff, as well. I just want to mention my last note. So we had the guy. She's like, I will get my revenge. And my note's like, I wonder if he ever got that revenge. Joke got canceled. I wonder if he ever got that revenge.
Well, he faded into nothing, so I'm assuming no.
Right? Yeah.
And that
he comes back as a fucking ghost.
Oh, he's a Force ghost. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been great. Or no, better yet, he's just gas in a jar or some shit. No, I know you'd mentioned it earlier. It was a loophole to it's a disease, but he just fades out of existence to get out of the whole death thing. But after his uncle died, granted it was of old age, but he did die on screen. It's kind of like...
He did. No,
really?
I agree. It's weird. It's weird, man.
This is not okay? Or, he's the bad guy.
No, I get you, man. Again, I'm not, I'm there with you in a way. I get it.
I mean, it was still slightly disturbing in a way because he just like there's this disease makes you disappear into nothing. It's like and his clothes just like I think the music did it too. His clothes just fell to the floor and then the whole like hanger collapsed. So it was like, huh.
Well,
for avoiding death, that was actually pretty dark.
Oh yeah. Because honestly, it's very interesting how sometimes shows have to avoid death because of censorship, but then or other things, but then end up being even more terrifying.
The Shadow Realm. Sorry.
Yeah,
something in my vocabulary.
Well, interestingly, okay, but if you're going to go to hell does mirror the Shadow Realm. But the idea, because because I assume the lines in Japanese were "you're going to hell," which mirrors the Shadow Realm. Which the idea of like, oh no, we can't have you die, so you're going to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, arguably, if you are a nice person and you're going to heaven, the Shadow Realm is definitely
not
a step down.
a pleasant ride.
Yeah, right. But anyways, anything you want to say before we wrap everything up?
I guess the one thing I would say, like, some of the episodes had those, like, here's the lesson for you kids, like C-3PO giving you the lesson of the day, like, don't do this, or, be careful who you trust.
Hey, kids, if someone ever tries to touch your droid trap, what?
Oh
what? No, do you remember? No, do you? Okay, do you know about the?
Yes.
You know about the? Okay, good. Thank God. I was like, at least he knows about. I'm hoping he knows about the Sonic clip. Hey, kids, if anyone ever tries to, hello, children. If anyone ever tries to beep 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 you, R2, I'm trying to speak.
Yeah, not now, R2. I'm trying to give the children a lesson.
Oh my God. Anyway, but please go on. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Wait, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. The fact that he said that you're going to have to be called something else, and he goes, I've always been partial to the name Anthony. And I was like, God damn it.
Oh God, did I miss that?
Yes, you may have missed that.
Oh fuck. Oh, see, I would have really laughed at that. Damn it.
Because the voice actor, Anthony Daniels, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been partial to the name Anthony, and I was like, "You motherfucker, this is glorious."
That's beautiful.
Anyway, but go on.
I think the only thing, like, second place for that's beautiful would have been the seed launcher from episode 12. His uncle gives him a bag of stuff, and one of them, it's a blaster. I'm like, oh shit, hey, we have a blaster. It shoots seeds. Okay,
yeah, of course.
All right, sidestepping that one again. Okay.
I mean, look at it like this, right?
I know.
Somehow we were able to get Ninja Turtles. However, in the UK, ninja was deemed a word that was a bit too, like, in a way offensive and a bit, not even offensive, just a bit too violent. So they were Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I forgot how they censored. I think they even censored some stuff with the kunai or other ninja, stuff where I think they blurred them out while they hit or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and say like, see, in America we got it so much better. No. But the point is that across the board, I can't think of any American ones off the top of my head, but I mean, other than Droids, obviously. But across the board, we. Like, on and off, you'll have these weird rules come into play, and people have to really fight.
Like invisible guns?
That's the one right there, I mean, invisible guns, definitely. Like, they could have added something to the guns, right? But they just went, fuck it,
you could have made it at least a hammer on a spring, just to make it, comical, but...
Yeah, no,
nope,
we're here
now,
just
going to point at you.
Yeah, we're here now. So anyway, the point is that we would like to thank you all for listening in. I think when we get to hammer spring guns, we're like, yeah, fuck it. When we get to slingshots. Anyway, so although slingshots were a thing, I think, in One Piece a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, because they stopped, but hammer on a spring,
other people.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
so again, we would like to what?
No, just wrapping up it was an interesting series. It did some weird stuff. And it did some stuff that I went, what? But all in all, it wasn't the shit show that I thought I was going into.
Same. But can't fucking wait for Ewoks. Fuck yeah! Oh, God! Yeah.
Why do I do this?
Anyway.
Why do I do this to myself? I don't even have to be here.
You are literally going full C-3PO. Just, why must we suffer? Why must we suffer?
It seems we're made to suffer.
Beep, boop, boop, fuck, beep.
Not now, R2. Matt is trying to exit us out of the show. Please. I'm sorry, Master Matt. You, go on.
It's okay. It's okay. He's such an adorable little cute. How you doing, man? You doing good? Beep, boop, fuck! All right, cool. So anyway, we'd like to say thank you guys for listening to those guys. We're going to end the show right here. As I mentioned earlier, we have our merchandise, as I mentioned earlier, on cafepress.com/TGOTR merchandise. You can get a lot of our fun stuff related to our podcast, T-shirts and more on there, as well as T-shirts related to our Let's Plays. I'm not going to fucking break, Tristan. Related to our Let's Plays, Those Guys Play, which you can find on YouTube. And you can even find our podcast on YouTube as well by searching up Those Guys on the Radio. Our Let's Plays, by the way, Tristan and I have played a lot of different things. We played Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. We've also played Star Wars Battlefront, not only for Thanksgiving, but in our own series, where we literally called Those Guys Play Star Wars Battlefront. We also have our Season 1 of Those Guys Play and Season 2, which will be coming out shortly, if not out already by the time this podcast is out. And, again, you can find our Those Guys Play stuff on YouTube by searching up Those Guys Play. Our podcast on YouTube by searching up Those Guys on the Radio. But if you want to find us on YouTube, you can find us on iTunes by searching up Those Guys. Or you can find us through our website, which is thoseguysontheradio.tumblr.com, our Facebook, which is /ThoseGuysRadio, our Twitter, which is @ThoseGuysRadio, and our Instagram, which is /ThoseGuysOnTheRadio. You can also email us if you want to email us about any show ideas. Oh, hey, it would be great if you did this show or that show. We'll tell you, we actually do like this show, or maybe we've never heard of the show, or we've never been able to see it. So we'll, check it out and podcast about it. So you can email us. Also, if you want to email us about different promotional opportunities, we can promote your show or your product or whatever it might be on our show. So if you email us, thoseguysontheradio@gmail.com, we'll get back to you. And thinking about it, I believe that's everything. Right? I'm pretty sure that's everything. We'd like to thank you all for listening in, to our Star Wars Wednesday episode. More coming, more on the way. So thank you all, and you have a good night. And I know you said everything, Tristan. So you normally I'd say, do you have anything else to say? But I mean, I know you said your piece. So So say good night, Tristan.
Give your droids a regular oil bath, and may the Force be with you.
And also with you.